Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in online via our podcast at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, May is here, and it's recognized for a lot of things, including National Women's Health Awareness Month. It's so important that women feel empowered when it comes to making decisions about their own health journey. But believe it or not, with so much information out there, sometimes it's hard to know what to prioritize and also what may be right for you. Well, to help us out today, we're excited to welcome Dr. Fran to our broadcast. She's going to talk to us not only about the importance of reclaiming your own well-being, but also some simple self-care strategies you can be able to get, as well as some information you can be able to go to as well to get more to share with your family and friends as well. Dr. Fran, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
Well, this is an important topic. You know, I tell my mother all the time, it seems like, especially when it comes to women, you know, they're always looking out for others, not always taking out the time for themselves. But what are some simple ways, Dr. Fran, that women can take charge of their health?
Absolutely. So important that we're really focusing on ourselves while we're taking care of everyone else. So as we know, the majority of health happens outside of a doctor's office. So really looking at day-to-day changes that you can make in your lifestyle that can really benefit your health. Those include really focusing on healthy eating. How can you take in more vegetables throughout the day, making sure you're focusing on protein and fiber? That's so important, especially as women. Finding ways that feel good to move our bodies, whether that's getting more steps in throughout the day, taking an exercise class, or finding a new stretching routine. Sleep hygiene is something that we all probably can improve on and really have big impacts on our health. And then, you know, with reproductive health care, really finding ways to take ownership over our own reproduction and our family planning.
Such an important thing and something that definitely is in the news a lot these days, Dr. Fran. So what are some not-to-be-missed appointments that our audience needs to know about?
Absolutely. So we want to see you at your OBGYN's office once a year. We want you to go to your primary care office about once a year. And really importantly also, and something I think that's missed quite a bit, is going to see a dermatologist for a skin check. So really checking in with all of your health.
Oh, no, that's an interesting one. I don't think we do talk enough about that, about seeing a dermatologist. So, I think for our audience out there, as they're kind of thinking about themselves, I mean, everyone's so busy, but how do we come up with a checklist of questions to ask our doctor or even our pharmacist when it comes to going to our appointment?
I think really importantly, and a way to get those healthcare providers involved in your health, is thinking about medicines that you're taking over the counter, vitamins, supplements, over-the-counter medications. You are seeing a much increase of access to medications over the counter, especially in the reproductive health care space. So talking to your OBGYN, your primary care doctor, or your pharmacist to see if any of those new medications are appropriate for you is really highly recommended.
You mentioned, of course, reproductive health as well. So can you tell us about the only approved over-the-counter birth control pill that our audience can be able to learn about?
We are so excited that Opill, the first FDA-approved over-the-counter birth control pill, is now available. This is a progestin-only form of birth control pill that's 98% effective at preventing pregnancy. Because it's progestin-only, it's also a safe option for many people who previously had other contraindications. So think of people who have migraines with aura, who are breastfeeding, those who are over the age of 35 and have hypertension or smoking, those who previously had a blood clot in their lungs or their legs, are all candidates to take Opill. Really, the only person we don't recommend taking Opill is someone who's had breast cancer currently or in the past. So it's really a nice option for a large amount of people. And with it now being over the counter, it doesn't require a prescription, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office, although we do recommend that you talk to us ahead of time to make sure it's a good option for you.
Great information. And again, with so much out there today, it's great to be able to know where people can go, Dr. Fran, to get what they need. Again, everyone, Dr. Fran has been joining us today as we're kicking off National Women's Health Awareness Month with some great ideas when it comes to taking charge of your health, but also some great conversations you can have with your doctor as well. Dr. Fran, where can our audience go for more information?
To learn more about Opill, you can go to Opill.com. OPILL.com. It also includes a store locator to find a store near you that has this on the shelves. Another great place is on social media is at @OPILL_OTC, so you can really get straight from the source information on this healthcare.
Thank you again, Dr. Fran, for the great work that you're doing and for spending some time with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're glad to do it, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of a Music and News segment here at WYAD, again, as we're kicking off National Women's Health Awareness Month. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Then let's go make today amazing. Take care.